number 11 of the Tata IPL 2024. It's a super Saturday, but disappointing thing is that only we have one match today in the evening at the Ekana Stadium between Lucknow Super Giants and the Punjab Kings. Good game between these two sides. Last year we had a couple of good encounters. One was a high-scoring one at Mohali. The other one was a very narrow victory for the Lucknow Super Giants versus the Punjab, which eventually went to the Punjab Kings. I have Deepu with me. Deepu, this season the IPL is something different, I must say. Are we expecting a new champion this year?
Well, definitely with the IPL coming up, obviously there are expectations that we will get a new winner this time. And yeah, I mean, all the 10 teams have that potential to get to that elusive title. And especially with more so with Lucknow and Punjab, they haven't won the IPL yet. So yeah, it makes the tournament more exciting to watch.
Absolutely. And let's start the proceedings with this game. And let's start with the head to head, Deepu. These two teams have faced each other only three times because we all know that Lucknow is a new team. But when it comes to Ekana Stadium, they have a good record. We'll come to that. But 2 is to 1. Can Punjab make it 2 is to 2 this time?
Well, definitely they have that squad there with Shikhar Dhawan being an able captain and Johnny Bairstow. The English flavor is obviously there, and with KG handling the bowling duties along with Harshal Patel, who is the fast off spinner. And
Yeah.
given that this match will be at the Ekana Stadium, so yeah, I mean his slower deliveries will be quite lethal on a big ground. So yeah, definitely there is a good chance that Punjab can win this one.
Yeah, but when it comes to the stadium record, Lucknow do not have a good record when it comes to home victories. 3 is to 3, 3 wins and 3 losses, one being washed out. But when it comes to home advantage, do you think Ekana will be a home advantage when it comes to Lucknow Super Giants? Because we always have seen it being a spinning track. Even at the World Cup, we saw it. This is a very tacky kind of a slow surface. So will it assist more to the Lucknow Super Giants or to the Punjab Kings?
I feel it will be quite equal to both teams, given that the batting that both the team has, they kind of like that the ball coming onto the bat. Maybe I'll give that edge to little bit of Shikhar Dhawan, given that he's a seasoned campaigner. He has played for various franchise and previously for Delhi. And once you get settled at the Delhi pitch, you can score your runs. It is even more difficult to score at the Kotla, right? So I think given that experience which Shikhar has, I think it will be testing, but it'll just be easy to score runs if a person gets settled there. Yeah, I mean
But
it's obviously the very it's a worse it's not a great surface. We saw that during the IPL as well, 115 being a par total. In today's modern day game, I mean it's quite tough to say that 120 is a
yeah,
par score here. So yeah, I think it will be tough, but it's important and it's exciting to watch.
yeah, but this stadium has a very good advantage if you have good spinners, good wrist spinners in
Yeah.
your team. We'll come to that. But when it comes to the schedule for both the sides, we start with the home team, which is the Lucknow Super Giants. They just played one game at the Savai Mansingh Stadium. It was a day game, but they went pretty closely, but eventually lost that game. But a home game today against the Punjab Kings. Then they go to Bengaluru, and then again Gujarat Titans is coming here. How important is this game and going on to two more games? Can you see a potential 2 wins out of three?
Well, yeah, I mean looking at the RCB game, I think it's at Bengaluru. So yeah, I mean the boundary size will suit the pitch will suit them with ball coming onto the bat. Yeah, I mean home games. It's important to win the home games. Away games can be managed. They have already lost at Savai Mansingh. So yeah, I think that this is the best opportunity and the best schedule for Lucknow as of now. At least focus on the home games and Chinnaswamy, I mean, it'll probably the best away game for any
Yeah.
franchise, given that the ball comes onto the bat and the boundary size being small. So yeah, I think it's very important, and also the fact that teams who lag behind, I mean, with two losses straight up, I mean, they are playing catch up because this is a fast coming
Yeah,
tournament. The
correct.
games comes at a very faster pace. So I think it's important that Lucknow get their act together. And even with Punjab too, they are also coming off a loss against RCB. So yeah, it's important that the teams start their campaign well.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And talking about the Punjab Kings, you started off saying about them. They won the first game at home against the Delhi Capitals. Then they lost at the Chinnaswamy Stadium against Bangalore. Two away games for them. One Lucknow, one Gujarat. Which stadium will it suit them more? You said equal to Ekana Stadium. But then they go to the Narendra Modi Stadium. They have a very good batting unit, the Punjab Kings. So can you potentially see at least one win out of these two?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's given that the stadium in Ahmedabad will suit them better. 7:30 local time, night time, and Dew falls at Ahmedabad, and we saw that dive from Shubman Gill, where there
Yeah,
was plenty of dew out there. So I
correct.
think ball coming onto the bat, that's what the batters like to do. Even more, even Shikhar Dhawan, although he has that game of switching gears. So I think they'll be more favorable at Ahmedabad, according to the conditions. But still, they have that the Prab Simrans, the Liam Livingstons, and all the Indian talent which is there. Tharwa Tide can play today, given the surface at Lucknow, red soil pitch. So yeah, I think they have the ammunition. It's just that they perform collectively. They can win both the games.
Absolutely. And talking about the Punjab Kings and the Lucknow Super Giants, Deepu, as I said before, these two teams have faced each other only three times, and we have to choose the best game out of that, and we have got one for you. And it's at the Ekana Stadium. These two teams, 159 for 8, Lucknow scored, which was eventually chased down in the last over by the Punjab Kings, all thanks to Shah Rukh Khan and Sikandar Raza. Did you really think Shah Rukh Khan can pull this off at that time?
Not really, to be honest. Given the fact that he was being criticized and quite rightfully, he wasn't scoring the runs. And with this wicket, again Lucknow was the probably the most toughest wicket after Delhi last
Yeah.
season. So it was quite tough. And I didn't had that belief. I thought another new team winning and another home team winning, but they had their different ideas. And with enable Alliance Sikandar Raza, who is probably at the peak of his powers right now, and even then. So yeah, I mean, it was quite amazing to see, and also the fact that a game going last over 160 or to chase. I mean, we get to see these games quite rarely nowadays. So yeah, it was a really good game.
All right, no problem with that. And that sums up the match between these two sides. And let's move on to the pitch report. Team 7 matches have been played, 4-2, one washout game. But advantage to the team winning the toss. I can see 5 games to the team winning the toss has eventually won the game. So, what's your thing? Dream within the toss, electing to bowl first, even on a spin friendly surface?
I feel it's obviously that the toss will be important, and I feel looking at the conditions, it's better to bat first because once the first innings is done, I mean, dew can come definitely, but the red soil is the pitch remains the same; it won't change. It's the outfield that gets better, not the wicket. So yeah, I think it's better to get on the runs, get decent amount of runs because not only the pitch but the ground size is also big and with the ball turning. So I think it's better to get the runs, get runs on the board, and probably one of the most equal venues in terms of where you can win the toss and you can actually decide whether to bowl first or
Yeah.
bat first, rather than playing at a flat wicket. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's better get that win the toss and bat first.
Yeah, win the toss, bat first. You're saying, I hope that dew is not a factor out here. Dew is
Yeah.
factor, then you can elect to chase. But that sums up the pitch report as well. Let's move on to the top 3 players to watch out for. And we have this for you, Deepo. For Punjab Kings, it is Shikhar Dhawan, Liam Livingston, Rahul Chahar. And for the Lucknow Super Giants, it's Nicholas Puran, Ravi Bishra, and Kunal Pandya. Kunal Pandya yet to make his mark in this season, but how important is these 6 players if you can define one by one?
Uh, See again, Liam Livingston. Even though the knock that he played against us, he played a major knock, and I was quite surprised to see that that maturity from
Yeah,
Livy. Uh, so yeah, I think he has come good, but he needs to be consistent enough to
correct.
score the runs, and also being an all rounder, he'll be required more here as a bowler too, with his off spinners and slash the leg spin. So yeah, he'll be an important cog. Shikhar Dhawan again, it's another important player being the captain, and also the fact that he has got his new lease of life. He is going aggressive from the top. So yeah, I think these two are there. Rahul Char is my main focus, given that he has been average not only this season till now, but also the last season when he joined the franchisee. So yeah, I think it's this kind of a surface with big boundaries. I think it's better that this is the
Yeah.
best opportunity for him to get himself back into the groove. Even though the World Cup is still a long way, a little bit time away, but still he can get himself into that reckoning if he starts to perform for Punjab.
But does he already have a competitor who is well ahead of him? Somebody like Yuzvendra Chahal, who is also knocking the door.
Well, yeah, I mean in terms of options, he's there, but given the fact that Yuzi is there and Bishnoi, obviously he'll be the front runner come the World Cup. So I think yes, he has that competition against him, but this is a healthy competition, and which will probably give the team good for the it'll be good for the Indian team coming to
Yeah.
the international cricket. So yeah, I think it's competition. There should always be some competition so that the players are on their toes. So I think it's good that we have two quality leg spinners on either side.
Absolutely, we will see battle of leg spinners out there. But Kunal Pandya, do you expect him to step up as well? Potentially a competitor for Ravindra Jadeja as well as an Akshar Patel.
Well, yeah, I mean, again, an experienced campaigner, IPL winner, and probably the most senior person after KL Rahul in this squad in
Correct.
terms of the Indian players. So I think he needs to be there and he needs to perform, and also the fact that he was the vice captain last year. So yeah, that show responsibility. Even though he's not having that role anymore, but that responsibility falls on him, guiding the Indian players, guiding KL Rahul. After him, he's along with Puran, he is the guy whom he can trust. So yeah, I think
Absolutely.
it's important that Krunal Pandey also performs, and his name is also there in the reckoning, at least in the cricketing world.
100%, and we do not have to give any mentions to Nicholas Puran. We all know how destructive he is. But when it comes to the battles, we'll see a lot of these players getting into the battles. Let's go on to the three battles to watch out for. And it is firstly Mohsin Khan versus Shikhar Dhawan right at the top with the new ball. We might see a Ravi Bishnoi versus Liam Livingston as there, and a KG Rabada versus Quinton de Kock. Three battles, if we can sum it up, and which one are you most eagerly waiting to watch?
Uh, to me, I think it's the Shikhar Dhawan and the Mohsin Khan one. I mean, I'm a big fan of left-handers. So, and also the fact that Shikhar Dhawan has been susceptible to left-arm
Yeah.
seam bowling when he was donning the India jersey too. And with Mohsin bowling in the power play first 2-3 overs, I think it will be quite exciting to watch. So yeah, this is probably the most exciting ploy I'm looking forward to watch.
Why not a KG Rabada versus de Kock? South Africans facing off against each other.
I feel KG has been bowling well, but again, looking the fact Queenie has the wood over him, and with two South African ploys, I mean, I'm not quite excited to watch that one. This is the one I think with Shikhar Dhawan. He's acts from the side. Queenie is someone who has retired from South Africa. I mean,
Yeah.
he's only playing T20s. Shikhar Dhawan, he has a point to prove. So yeah, I mean, this makes it more exciting, and being an Indian, it's better to back our Indian guys rather
Okay,
than the
that's a
overseas.
good point.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely agreed. And we have one more battle as well. Ravi Bishnoi versus Liam Livingston. One
Yeah.
player who's a good player of spin, loves to come down the track. Eventually, Ravi Bishnoi is a very smart bowler, so we will absolutely like to watch them face off each other. That these three could be a very handy battles to watch out for as well. And that sums it up. The battles. Let's move on to the openers now. And starting with the home team, which is the Lucknow Super Giants, KL Rahul surprisingly is opening the innings. We thought that he might play in the middle order just to keep himself available for the T20 World Cup, but he said he's going to open up the order. I think potentially that is a good thing for the team because KL needs time to get into the game. Is this the best position for him at the Lucknow Super Giants, Deepu?
I mean, quite confusing to me. Before the tournament, he was saying that he'll be playing in the middle order, and then suddenly he came in as an opener. So I mean, looking at the World Cup chances, I mean they are slim as an opener. Even though keeping on the basis of keeping, yes, there can be a possibility, a slight test of possibilities. But again, he's someone who's a slow starter, and again we saw in the last game, 58 or 44, I think were the
Yeah.
exact scores and Lucknow I think fell short by 20 runs. So yeah, I mean looking at that kind of an inning, I think it's better he's there as an opener if he wants to play as an anchor because during the middle order it's important. You don't get the time. You need to score 20 of 12 or even a 10 of 6 is a valuable inning. So I think it's better that he's opening. Maybe someone who will be a dasher along with Kyle Myers who can be there who can provide that fast start since Queenie is also not in the best form. So I think there could be some tinkering over at the opening slot. Maybe KL shifts down to number three, or the Quinton shifts down. So yeah, I think it's important that they get their opening partnership going, which has been a little bit slow of late.
Okay, and Quinton de Kock, no mentions. We might see that, but a good point you mentioned is for KL Rahul because the strike rate he plays with, he will not get his chance in the playing 11 because that similar kind of a role of Virat Kohli can play that. So I think so. India team will not go for two players similar kind of role and with a strike rate below 150, 160. But going to the Punjab Kings, Shikhar Dhawan, no doubt he's going to stay as the captain. But Johnny Bairstow, runs are needed for him.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's been struggling for runs, and we saw in the Test series as well, he didn't cross 40, and got a lot of backlash from both the Indian and the English media. And again, eventually he was unlucky against Delhi in that run out, and
Yeah.
again played a poor shot against RCB with probably getting the best surface to bat on ever in the
And
IPL,
also dropped Virat Kohli.
and also dropped Virat Kohli. So that's live and it can happen. Probably this is the ground which can help him to score runs with the bowling attack and also with the field, and also the fact that he'll be opening in the best time. The power play with the ball new. It will not do much tricks. So yeah, I think it's the best opportunity for him to get his aggressive game on. And with the captain being there, he gets that license to do that as well. So I think it's important that Johnny gets the important runs for Punjab, and get their campaign running again after that blip.
And also because if you look into the Lucknow opening slot of the bowling attack, Mohsin Khan, Yash Thakur pretty inexperienced, so they can go all guns blazing at them and put some pressure on the young guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, these are the two guys who, even though they have played the last year's IPL together, but yes, once if you get the pasting early on, I mean, you can go for runs, and we saw that with the best attack as well with Mumbai,
Yeah.
going Mumbai bowlers going to the cleaners. So it's not the youngster or the experience. If the batter is dominating you, you can go for runs. So yeah, I mean, it's important that Bairstow and Dhawan take on the young Lucknow bowlers, and there is slight possibility that Mayank Yadav too can come in. Uh,
Yeah.
he's quite quick and nippy of the surface, so yeah, I think it's important that they take on the young Lucknow bowlers.
Okay, so that could be a potential. We're done with the openers. Let's straight away move on to the predicted playing 11 for both the sides. Starting with the Lucknow Super Giants, Deepu, K. Rahul opening, Quinton de Kock at his opening partner. Devdutt Padikkal did not look good last game, but he will definitely stay at number three. Puran, Deepak Huda, Marcus Stoinis, Kunal Pandey. So that makes a deep batting unit. If you're, this is a batting first side with the Yash Thakur, Naveen, Ravi Bishan, and Mohsin Khan are the four bowlers. Ayush Badoni, my impact player. Any changes for you, Deepu?
Well, only change I feel is Devdutt can open. Given that he was at the similar position in Rajasthan, maybe I think at four at
Okay.
best. So I think it's better that Devdutt can open up the inning. KL, if not middle order, at least can come in at three, because what Lucknow need is an opening start and a blazing start right now. Given the conditions and all the facts come into play, power play will be again decide the fate of the game. So I think it's better that get the dashing left-hander and Devdutt Patikal to open with Quinton de Kock, or you can tinker with Kyle Mayers, who is a genuine all-rounder, can swing the ball
Okay.
as well. So yeah, I think it's better that KL can manage it at three, and can play the Virat Kohli role, even though Virat
Why not a Devdutt Padikkal opening with KL doing the wicket keeping duties and a Kyle Mayers at number three?
again, that is another possibility, but keep someone like a Quinton out of the game again. They did it last year, but Quinton is too good a player to miss out.
Correct.
If you
Yeah.
ask me, in my personal opinion. So yeah, they have that. They have those players, but again, with someone coming out, you'll always see someone with another good one has to miss out. So yeah, that is their issue. My only change will be the slot changes, and rest of the thing, I think they pick themselves up.
Okay, so you're just saying a little bit of slouch in the top three, no more anywhere else. So I agree
Yeah.
with this one. Going on to the Punjab Kings, Shikhar Dhawan, Johnny Best to the openers, Prab Simran three, Sam Curran at four, Liam Livingston, Ritesh Sharma as the finishers, Harpreet Brar, Harshal Patel, Kagiso Rabada, Rahul Char, Arshdeep Singh. Very balanced side. They picked themselves as well with Shashank Singh as my impact player, or probably a Prab Simran Singh as my impact player. But only any changes firstly, Deepu, then I'll give you one solution or one thing you can look into for.
Not really. I mean, they won the same. They won a game with this 11 without any change. I think they had the same team in the Bangalore game as well. So I think there was no need to change. Just that the bowling was a little bit okay, a little bit average. So yeah, that can come in again, because bowling there are opportunities that you can go for runs. And with Chinnaswamy, it's obviously difficult to defend. So I think the 11 is quite same and quite settled. So yeah, no need to change. Just the impact that Prab Simran or Shashank, that is the only thing to talk about. So yeah, rest of the 11, I think it's fine.
Okay, but here I bring you one thing. Is that the Ekana Stadium assisting the spinners? The last time hero was at Sikandar Raza. Why not have Sikandar Azad just because of the conditions in place of a Johnny Bairstow with Prabhsimran Singh as opening?
I mean, that can another thing come into play, even though I was quite thinking about the same thing while speaking on the previous chat. That can be an option, but again, Punjab after quite some time have got that stability in them. They are picking up the players, they are backing up the players. So I think that's quite unlikely, even though the conditions favor Sikandar a lot.
Correct.
Playing in Zimbabwe on those similar surfaces in Bulawayo and Harare, but it's quite unlikely to tinker and change in the third game itself. Still early days into the tournament. I think once Bairstow's knock comes in, once Bairstow gets in, if there's a failure, then definitely you have to change. But if not, it's better to stick with the same 11. Don't change your guns right now. If there is a need, then if there's an injury concern or something like that, then there's another possibility. But right now there's no need of changing anything.
Requirement. Okay,
Yeah.
so you do not see any changes for the Punjab Kings as well. So this more or less sums it up for the predicted playing 11 as well for both the sides. Let's move on to the predictions time now. And Deepu, it's Lucknow Super Giants versus the Punjab Kings, match number 11 at the Ekana Stadium. Predictions time. Who has a little bit of edge in this fixture? Is it the team winning the toss? Is it the team chasing? What's your thing for this one?
Toss will be crucial again, but it's the 11 players who have to perform from both sides to win the game. Looking at the current scenario, my heart says Punjab, but mind is switching to Lucknow, given the plethora of home teams we have been seeing we have
Yep.
been seeing winning the games. So yeah, I want the trend to break. I want Punjab to do well, but looking at the current scenario, I think Lucknow stands a little bit better in terms of options and in terms of batting. So yeah, I think Lucknow has a better chance to prevail over Punjab.
So he is confused. He says his mind wants this, his heart saying the other thing. So he hasn't said anything. He wants a Punjab versus Lucknow cracking game. And that concludes the show. Thank you so much, Deepu. Thank you so much to all the
Yeah.
viewers. Let us know whom are you supporting in this game. Is it going to the Lucknow Super Giants? Is it going towards the Punjab Kings? It's going to be a cracking Saturday. It's just one game we have today. It's at 7:30 p.m. and we will have a wonderful game to watch out for. Thank you to all the viewers who watched this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fifth Umpire and press the bell icon. Till then, thank you so much and bye bye.
Yeah.